lots of little things within the game, and I think if you analyse any T20 game, there's critical moments, and losing Virat and AB in 2 balls, I think was we didn't launch after that position, and then I don't think we bowled particularly well to Sunil Narine, and we sort of went away from our plans a little bit, but apart from that, it was a really good performance, but a really good performance is not good enough because obviously you're after the win. So if we pinpoint 2 things, it's that ability, losing those 2 wickets and the way we bowled to Narine.
Dan, last season there were a lot of changes in each match. You'd explain some of those changes. Will that trend continue, or do you think you have a steadier squad this year, or it's too early to say?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we had a lot of injuries last year, so in and out, and then performance wasn't as good. So I think they're 2 completely separate seasons because of the squad. Now we've only got 6 guys returning, and those 6 guys were integral parts of our team, albeit some of them were injured throughout the season. So we look at this as a fresh season. Hopefully no one's tarnished with the baggage of last year, and we go into it with I suppose, eyes wide open.
Dan, last season we could not perform up to the expectations, especially at home. So how important in that context, how important is it to make Chinnaswamy a fortress for us, RCB?
Well, I think everyone loves coming and playing Chinnaswamy in Bangalore, so everyone's excited to come here, not only the Bangalore team but also the opposition. So I think, like in the previous question, we have to judge this squad on its performance, not last year's squad, because they're so different. So I think the challenge is to the new group of guys and how they're going to perform rather than any comparisons to last season.
Dan, you spoke about not bowling too well in the last game. Is a 6th bowling option being considered because you played the previous game with just 5?
No, I didn't say we didn't bowl well. I said we didn't bowl well to Narine. Everything else we did. I was happy with our performance there. So there's 5 bowlers there that are all proven, apart from Kholi, who's new into the team, and we backed him because of his performances leading up to it, and obviously his previous T20 form. So we look at it as more an opportunity for the 5 bowlers to do their job rather than wait for someone to fail and then a 6th bowler pick up the slack.
Were you happy with the bowling, especially the spin duo did not do well to your expectations? They just bagged only 1 wicket.
Once again, it was the way we bowled to Narine I think we're disappointed with, and Washington didn't bowl as well as he could to him and Chahal as well. So when we reflect back and analyse everything that went on, the only disappointment was the way we bowled to Sunil Narine.
Dan, last season the Chinnaswamy track did not play true to character. We've had a couple of practice games. How do you think it'll turn out this time?
I think you always judge it after you've played on it, and I think the reflection after last season was that it wasn't the wicket we used to, but 2 teams played on it, and the other team won more often than not. So I don't think we want to use the pitch as an excuse. We need to be adaptable, and that was part of the, I suppose, selection criteria at the auction. We needed guys who could perform in any conditions, not just for a 200 or 220 run Chinnaswamy wicket. So we think we've got a group of guys who are really adaptable to any conditions that present themselves with. But obviously after the game we'll be able to judge and analyse it and see where the wicket's at.
Yeah.
Dan, can you just explain the move of Virat batting at number 3? So are you looking to continue this throughout the season, or is this something?
I think you have to be flexible and you want to be dynamic throughout the season. The reason we wanted Brendan and Quinton at the top is they're so dynamic in that power play, and then Virat and AB can take over those middle stages. So that's the early thinking in the game. We obviously like Quinton's all-round game as a wicketkeeper as well, and Brendan did a really good job in the first game. So at this stage that's the plan, but it can change.
Dan, is there a chance of playing an Indian wicketkeeper batsman and accommodate an extra bowler or all-rounder?
I think there's always a chance. I think it'd be naive of me to sit here and say that this is the team that's set in stone. We obviously identify all the options, all the right things that can possibly go on, but we feel like at this stage this is the right balanced team, but it can change quickly.
Dan, are you really worried about Gayle and if he gets a chance tomorrow? And also KL Rahul, they know the conditions pretty well here.
Is that KL and Gayle? Yeah, we go. Well, I suppose, yeah, Western. Did he used to play here? I'm not sure. I mean, we probably won't anticipate playing against Chris tomorrow. I think with the way that they set their team up in the first game, and then with Aaron Finch coming back into the side. But if he does, I mean, if any team knows how good he is, it's RCB and what he's done for the team for a number of years. So we're fully aware of his strengths and how we can count on them. Kale, on the other hand, is obviously fantastic form from the first game, and he knows his conditions. He missed all last year for us, so it was sad not to see him perform. But he's gone away to Kings 11 and looks like he started exceptionally well. So once again, two Karnataka boys from different places, but guys who know the wicket well. So hopefully we can counter them if they do get going.